it's Friday night, so you know what that means? Live jazz at Camila's Kitchen downtown.
While Jah Cure has just been sentenced to another 9 years in prison in the Netherlands, gone in a prison, Hafia no doubt drop the soap and bend over for some little white fellas in that prison there. Although them white man, they don't have not much still. But there's no doubt that Jah Cure is in there getting his back door dealt with. Leffing good, nice girl. Outer road, I'm nice wife. Camila McDonald. The media personality Camila McDonald. Sweet, pretty girl. Lovely girl. And he used to butter bruise and buff the girl. Because him is a madman. And Camila has now opened her third high-end restaurant business. She opened one in Skyline Drive, that is in Jacksonville. She opened another one in the marketplace. And she opened one downtown Kingston. And when me say restaurant, me no mean I don't pia nothing. It's a posh, all of them posh, high-end, serving plant-based gourmet foods. And Jah Cure in a prison. I eat prison food because the madman no stop butter bruise do man till the man have to run left him and file for a divorce quick and fast. Camila McDonald of On Stage on CVM TV made the mistake of her life when that little fella named Jah Cure in a plaza in half a tree see her and call to her, and she answer and stop and talk to him, and even went further to get married to the madman.
Them blushing.
All it was painted out to me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Could not have asked to rate any better or any more. I can just imagine. The ceremony was quite an elaborate one. It's one that we are not quite used to seeing, actually. What really was the thinking behind it? Talk to me.
Well, there was no thinking, I was baptized in Ethiopian Orthodox when I was 16. And, that's where my heart and my soul is. And, he was baptized and, we decided to do it in Ethiopian Orthodox tradition. I couldn't imagine, any other person or any other way, making it happen.
As Rastas, she's from a 100% Rastafarian family. And I also come born from some mother and my father as my grandfather, auntie, so it's like, So we just do it our way, the Rastafarian way. And if you're a member of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, because you have to be a member, you have to baptize in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church for that can happen. It's not something you just can't support.
Anybody can just get up and decide that they want
because our
to do it.
crown and robes was definitely sent from Ethiopia. And you see, Ethiopian Orthodox is the first original. That's where Christianity springs from. Even any Christian cannot dispute that. So we go way back, authentic. Seeing His Majesty Royal King Selassie style. So
yes,
the world know that.
It came to some people as a bit of a surprise, really, when it was announced that you two were actually going to exchange nuptial vows. When did this all started? When did the courtship begin? When it all started? Take us back to it.
A long time ago, we would have kept it under wraps. Some people, I think, figured it out. But,
So who met who, where, who, what, when, what?
Well, we met at, I don't know the name of the plaza, but I remember on that plaza, that's where Shima we used to be. And, you know, we'd go to the store there, pick up a few things at the plaza, and I saw her coming from, you know, a restaurant, a Chinese restaurant there. And it all begins there, you know.
That's where it started for you, is there too?
That's where we met for the first time. I had just moved back to Jamaica, and he shouted me out from the car, and we exchanged numbers, and we started talking as friends, and we became very close. And
for years,
after the year, over the years, we remained in contact, even though I was away studying, and it just developed into what it is today.
Financial is the most from in and out, but we keep the faith. And about 3 years, my friend them I say, I respect your faith though. I mean, I make them know so that's the same faith that I use and move all mountains out of my life. Because I mean, you don't know you have negatives out enough people where no matter what you do, garnet silk, say if you do wrong, they complain, and if you call the father's name, it's the same.
Yeah.
How could them say all the matrimony like this and try fight?
And it's funny,
they're trying to cross it.
It's all right, you borrowing that line. I'm going to borrow a line from one of your songs too. You know, many did not see it coming.
Yes.
Are there anyone among you, if you will, who would have expressed some kind of, I don't want to say disappointment, but those who would say that, well, I really don't see you two together?
Well, you see in life, enough time, even the greatest scientists never see some things coming, you know, and I'd see certain things I got pulled together and keep the earth in a one, but the natural is a mystic, and you know, when Jah in your life, I mean, anything I ask Jah for him give me, and I'm gonna take advantage of these things. So I don't want, you know, be ungrateful to the Almighty, and when me ask him for anything more, I'm gonna give back.
Yeah.
So
So you don't pay any attention to those who might be wanting to think negatively or anything like that. That is something
I
that.
mean, it's not that we don't pay attention, but to be honest, those who think negative probably just don't know us. And anyone who, did initially think negative, once they got to know us and they saw the realness,
man will definitely think negative, because for some people in their mind, you should be down and you should be under their feet at all times, so them can step on you and humiliate you and just, ridicule you the most way. But I was born as a king though, and I can profess to that, and this girl was born as a queen, because her mother lives in Ethiopia right now, and her father and most of her family, right? And you don't know, in my family crowned me as a young king before me even named Jah Cure, because in my community, Hanover, where I was born, my grandfather is a Rasta man who live up in the hills, where him not mingle, him not come a shop. When him step down, everybody either respect him, and because he's my grandfather, it's like him hand down that greatness to me. Whenever I go to country, everybody I say, go check James, and that makes me special, and knowing that my mother was just a lady were different, and everybody know that she only have one child from my father, although my father have other kids. Although my mother have other kids, I'm the only one that does no brothers and sisters have the same. See, all of my other brothers and sisters, they have the same mother and father, like two different. On my mother's side, I'm just one in the middle, and I love them all, so.
This special.
Blessed to my brother, my mother give thanks for delivering such a wonderful birth to I am, and so. You're watching, and
tell us just a little bit more about the wedding still, because I was in awe really when I was the little that I saw, and based on what was expressed to me by Regina, it was. Tell me a little bit more about it.
Well, we really didn't want to just have this, cookie cutter wedding that we just place our names in a program that could be any program, and just go through the motions, and at the end I do kiss the bride and the end. We really wanted it to be special, and we really wanted it to be unique. Everything about it was, handpicked, and really, we put a lot of thought into it, both the ceremony and the reception, so that it really would reflect and represent who both of us are, and you can see that in the way that the food was presented, in the entire the things, on the program, the things that were done. So to me, that really was what.
And look at the ring.
Even the ring is unique, you know, and that's why I love it so much, you know, because it's mine. Nobody else has it in the world. And
It's yes. Could we have a shot of this ring?
Dear.
Let me have a shot of the ring. Look at this ring.
Yes.
Turn the other side. Let them see. Yeah.
On the other side.
This is that's beautiful. I'm not going to ask you how much it cost, but we understand too that there was a documentary.
Yeah, man, we put together some things, and also a video for the song that I sing for the wedding. I definitely sit down and write that song, I'm a Virgin, and I produced it. It's the first song I ever produced in my life, so you know, we also have a video coming out on a documentary, right? A part of the wedding, cutaways in the wedding, and other performance shoots, and you know, it goes on, you know. So we have enough things in the making.
What do you think of it, Camila?
The documentary?
Yeah.
The documentary is funny because it happened naturally. There was one morning that I remember it very clearly. It was raining, and Ash and Sai, who produced the You'll Never Find video or directed it. We always said, you know, we need to go and check Ash and Sai. We need to officially tell them, you know, the news. And we went up there and we're just reminiscing on, you know, everything from 2 years back. And then Asha just ran for his camera because we just started talking and he just started shooting us. And then I think it was even their idea. They're just like, you know, how cool would it be for us to do, you know, because this is such an interesting story, for us to kind of document this. And then they just started following us, you know, on all our journeys. We went to the country and the beach and the river, and it's something that just happened naturally, which is, I think, what's so beautiful about it.
Yeah, this looks so wonderful. Yeah, this looks so beautiful. I want to go back a bit to the wedding because were you nervous? I know traditionally that the bride is normally late. She wants to turn up like 1 hour or so, you know, after the scheduled start. But you had those butterflies where you're like, oh Christ, you know, I am actually getting married today.
I don't know, Mr. Man. When you ask me something on an interview, I'm natural about it, and I'm not fake this, I'm not going and telling you that. I was just like waiting for like a show, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to get this moment, just get it done. Because it's only one time I get from married in my life. I'm just want to see how everything alright. So it's alright. So I'm going to see our father bring her forward, you know. You know, and I said, John, and him greet me, I said, thanks for giving me a daughter and a father. And, you know what I mean? Much love and blessing. And we just get it on. I was so just anticipating.
Yeah. What about you?
Me? I think the preparations coming up to that moment, I was so, you know, caught up in all of those moments. And the first time as I realized that it was happening, like this is real, was when my daddy picked me up in this little golf cart that I designed. It was, you know, decorated in red, green, and gold. And I literally just broke down crying. Because I think all the anticipation, all the, you know, gearing up to that moment. And that's when I was like, okay, this is happening. And, you know, he took me down the golf cart and he's like, you sure? I said, yes, Daddy. And he walked me down the aisle and, you know, it was the most special moment that, you know, probably in my entire life. Yeah.
All right, I want to talk to you about where do you go from here in terms of the careers. Do you in any way seeing you transgressing or crossing over into each other's space? You, of course, an entertainer, you television personality. How do you see it from here on?
Well, you see, when you love someone, sacrifice is made and we adjust ourselves to time and space and all of that. So, you know.
Speaking like a true married man.
Good job, baby.
You're good.
Thank you so much, darling.
You will have to do a little thing for us before we conclude.
So, you know, we'll make it work out, you know what I mean? Because we love each other. You know? Yeah. It's a true love, you know, unconditional love.
I can just imagine.
Yeah.
So, any little Jah Cures soon or anything like that?
Yeah, man, that's being in the car. Keep your ears open at the eye.
You're not wasting time. So we want to thank you so very much for sharing this moment with us, taking your time out of your busy honeymoon.
Yes.
And
it's always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you
sunrise,
so,
you know.
thank you so very much, sir.
Like thank you for the rise with us this morning.
Thank you so very
All
much.
the Mac family up on the hill that's watching, Kes Namdi and the same Errol Mac the boss and you know what I mean, Kimani, Kelisa, enough love to you. So Malika, you don't know Annie, Utara, Annie and Marika, my mother, and Joey and all of the family them we are watch. Enough love said we are merging them. All of the youth them in the captive we are watch same way. Because I big them up every time.
Said speed.
If I'm freedom to this and enough people don't like it, but we are sure them say just believe in the youths. Because when I dead, I call it duppy, you know what I mean? So, you don't know. It's just to show them the transition point where a man are making them life. And I genuinely want to do this, but I fake this. This is real love. And at 3 years, may I pursue this sister, you know what I mean? really want to try in my life. I'm going to ask just a John, you know, I have the sister in here. I get married to her. I'm not going to be ungrateful to you, Judge. So, this is where we at right now, and even enemies should respect this. You have people out there make negative comments, but just check yourself. How could you fight something like this? Beautiful. Because this is nothing negative. This is one of the most beautiful thing in earth, love between a union with a man and a woman. And for all of the female fans them out there, where, you know what I mean, feel hurt. Just know some, I love one for all. Saying so, I have to show respect to one woman, and that's supposed to go to all women, and know, so that's how you should be treated. You see, you know, just stand up for that same way. I make a man love you unconditionally, yes. Hold it. See? So, big respect to everyone, haters, lovers, I love you back just the same. Seeing, because right now I'm in a loving mood and it's just unconditional love to everyone out there.
I certainly could not ask you another question, so that's the perfect way to end this interview.
Yeah,
Thank you so very much. I wish you a life full of love, a blissful life, a life full of enough Jah Cure.
Yes,
congratulations again.
Right,
well done.
Just expect you a little cure, you know?
Yeah.
A little Rasta son, you know?
Well, you heard it right here. First, the Cure will be running up and down soon.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so very much, Sikachor, Jah Cure, Alcock, and Camila McDonald.
Pleasure to be here.
Mr. and Mrs.
Thank you very much.
It was the mistake of her life. However, Camila McDonald has to be commended. She escaped with her life, thank God, from the madman. But me no know. Me no understand her. Me don't know why she would have. You hear say a man is a graper. And you take up yourself. Go there with him. Camila, not only did you there with him, but married to a graper. He was a dangerous fella, you know. Is a firearm, him stick up the girl with it, you know, and grape the young lady. And you take up yourself, gone to this mad, sick, head no good fellow. And this madman, he has a very, very serious problem. He not only raped, but he also, him back up 2 girls in one room, in one hotel room. One brata, one the girl and give him brata. And when the girl them never give him no brata, be a problem.
I remember that my cousin cannot take you nowhere. Yeah, you better take care of him, call it Kingston or boy. I'm sending my money now, you know. I'm going back more money from you and I.
I don't know how much my ticket was. How much was it?
Oh. Cash to pay her back too.
We'll both pay you back.
Right now.
That's fine. Your Wi-Fi doesn't work up here. We have to go downstairs.
Right, I'm ready. Let's go down there, go do it.
Can we finish packing and after we leave?
Y'all don't like fucking peace. Y'all like to fuck up. I've been watching you all morning with a little sneaky movement. Because you like to fuck around men and make problems. I'm watching you in at the front of my car and you cock blocking me with a lot of girls that they see you in my car and you're nothing up. That means you were dead. So when you don't know when you left me in this fucking predicament like, oh, I see Jah Cure fucking this girl that was in Kingston fucking this dancer boy in my front of my car. Then this shit boy don't think that me and them is fucking size. You like to fuck around. I saw you. I observed all morning. You noticed last night? I never came in here begging a pussy. I came in here and I lied and I saw you acting funny. You trying to act like you said some of this. You're taking for you see, I'm going to tell you there's no problem. You know much woman who could have spent and take that on and enjoy myself and them have so much trouble and give me. This one more class I'm going to tell you. First of all, that listen and listen before good. Things just over to put it on. We're coming in the house and have AC turned on. And bomb class, door open, so much hours. I'm you get no power. Even if I go to a hotel, you can have AC and window open.
Okay.
If you like come left a big light on me, you know what's going to cost me. You make sure you know what the phone left. And they go down the pay about the money from the side of the phone left here. There's no problem.
I don't have PayPal, so I got you.
One thing I'm sure, my cousin ain't taking none of you.
We said we'll get a cab, so we just want to leave right now.
You understand it? You know my cousin. You make sure one day they have still fun. I'm not going to try to let me cancel me out.
Is there a trash can somewhere? No.
There's a garbage downstairs. I've been up here for all day, you know that there's no trash can.
That's why we have things to food. Maybe you know.
Yeah, we should have taken it back. I don't know who take it up, but when we take it, I don't know.
And after the thing leak and come out, him and a tell lie. Say the thing happened 7 years before. Say 7 years before it happened. And when I girl just come and say, 7 years ago I was 15 years old. I show her birth certificate.
7 years ago, brother. 7 years ago, almost to be exact, this happened. A friend of mine sent this video to me years ago and tell me that to be careful, and I explained to him what happened. These girls that came here, how I met them the first time is that one of them got beat up by some dancers, some street dancer guy who said that she mixed him up with his wife and he beat her so bad. They reached out to me as a friend that I know a long time. And I put them up, show them love, they flew out. If I never showed them love, they wouldn't ask me to come back here. And I showed them love on a brotherly terms. But they know people in Jamaica. They've been coming to Jamaica like 4 or 5 times. Remember, she was talking to a dancer, and then they know artists. So in that time of grief, when they were hurt about the situation, I'm sure they sent the video to maybe a couple or few or maybe one Jamaican friend, who knows. But it was there all this time. But it just leaves me to figure that it seems like now it, fall into one of the hands of someone that would really like to terminate you, in every way they can. Them social media warfare that them set up out there for fight. These are them little trick where them pull. Yeah, because everyone have them private life. And you don't know. You and someone in an argument, and someone a video you without you knowledge is a form of setup and a blackmail. You feel me? Yeah, because I was always good to them. That was the only bad moment me and them share from the time they were here in Jamaica. I show them so much love and take care of them. It's just because I've realized things missing on my house, valuable items, and some cash. And I asked about it, and it caused some vibes, and we just start talking about all of different things. So I said, yeah, I'm grateful, just give me back my ticket. You know what I mean? Yeah, plus I'm not fucking even either of them either. I know it's wrong to talk to them the way I was talking to them. And I definitely apologize for that in myself. But deeply, they know I didn't mean anything because I didn't touch them.
Oh boy, I tell you, this madman, the judge shouldn't give 9 more years. And 90 years you should have get. 90 years you should have did get Jah Cure because something seriously wrong with you. You get so much years of prison for graping. You make some big hits. You come out and live some life. And you out here do pure foolishness. And you never stop. So till you end up back in a prison. Because prison you love. Something in prison where you like, man. There is something in there that you like. And the fact that you want brother. The fact that you like brother. Like him like the brother thing. The backdoor thing there. For those who don't know what the brother is. Brother is, but I have to be careful, you know. Brother is when he gets his back door cleaned. That is what is known as brother. Now, man, this brother, yeah, him have a serious problem. Him not fi come out of prison. Jah Cure, fi DED, he not prison. Him not fi out, yeah. Him not fi out, yeah, is a madman. And it is so sad. Because he's so gifted and so talented. Such a talented fellow. Him can't sing in a man. Him bad enough, him wicked enough. But him sick. Him man sick up here so. He ain't sick up here so. That's why I'm gone at the Netherlands. Say him not get paid for your show. Him not get paid for your show. And because he don't get paid for the show, the man make a phone call or left a voice note. Talk about one way I'm going to do to the promoter.
Brother, let me tell you a story. I'm in the middle of Amsterdam Square with I'm waiting on Papa to stab them like 60,000 times, bro, and I have the knife myself. I'm ashamed to tell you this, bro. I take off all my jewelry. I'm in the damn square with Penko, and I'm going to show Penko that he needs to put respect on his name. My brother, this is stupid what I'm telling you, but believe me to God, if Papa shows up here, you will hear the news and someone will be here to make the video. My brother, I'm not lying when I tell you this. I'm waiting on Papa to fix him. Good. And I'm waiting if he shows, brother, you will hear the news. I make no joke. And I would never send you a voice note like this for no reason. I'm not here to make a comedy show, bro, or a movie, but I'm here to start a real fucking live show. This nigga let me work this stage and don't pay me, bro, and he's talking tough. I'm waiting on him. Bro, if he shows, you will know.
What a sick fella. He's so very sick, obviously. Obviously, he's a sick man. And me don't know what Camila did I do with him. Camila. That's like chalk and cheese, Camila. Something went, you had temporary insanity, Camila. Because you are this beautiful, and Camila, the uptown girl, a uptown type, you know. She come out of good stock, good family, she come out of, you know. Good family, this girl come out of. Me don't know what she did I do with him. And when she come to her senses, and finally run for her life, and people attack, him attack about pure foolishness.
Well, it's simple. I love my wife, and I'm sure she loves me. We have a beautiful daughter. We both have a beautiful little girl, and whatever happened between me and my wife, it's between us.
Yes.
And I love her, and that's it. The world, we just have to make some people come out of our life and give her a break, because everybody have them issues at times. Nobody is perfect. I'm going to leave it at that because she's a beautiful girl and I have a beautiful daughter with her. I know me, the house now, nobody can't have me rope about the place like a fool because I'm a big man. I understand. I respect my marriage, I respect my family. So, for now, I just want to tell the world, just give us a break because they have haters out there when I like say nothing good.
Okay.
And I get married because I want to change my life and really want to move forward as a man with a family because I respect my family. So I don't wish into this, all of this say and hearsay. Didn't hear it from me and not my wife, so.
And you're working hard at this making sure that the family stays together.
I did everything. to make my family stay together. Whatever me and my wife have is a personal issue. And any man in the world out there will never argue with him, Camila, my wife, raise him hand. So, in the name of Jah Rastafari, and just ask them to give me a break because it look like nothing good enough for going for Jah Cure. But remember, me tell you this.
Yes.
Jah put me here for a reason, and I'm not gonna be distracted by them little mix up news in the media and some little local gossip sites.
You know, see, he's a madman. Jah Cure a live madman, you know. Live a madman like that. And he never stop butter bruising wife. Oh God, Camila. Oh Lord. But I'm so happy for you though, Camila. I'm glad for you. Big businesswoman. Big entrepreneur. What a lucky thing you did run.
There was some deep, dark things happening at that time that I had to cover up. I had to cover up. I thought I had to cover up, right?
For protecting image, brand, public name. Yeah.
Absolutely. And there was one instance that I remember because, you know, I knew deep down, Yendi, I knew that it wasn't okay. What was happening was not okay.
The relationship and the space.
The relationship, the space, the abuse, everything. And I couldn't find the strength. At that time, I didn't think I could find the strength. And I remember there was one time, without getting into much detail, there was one big wake-up call for me. It was an incident at her school. And it was as a repercussion of something that she saw that, you know, to this day is still really hard for me to accept because, you know, there's trauma that we still to this day are dealing with, both of us, you know. And I remember I got called in from the principal that day. And that was the day that I said, it's enough. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it on my own. But I can't put her through this anymore. It's not even about me.
She repeated what she saw happen at home.
She repeated what she saw. And then she continued to repeat what she saw. She continued. And still to this day, Andy, we're still working through some of those wounds. Still to this day.
Is it that for you didn't want to normalize for her that
Absolutely.
It's okay for people to put their hands on her?
Absolutely, Andy. You are a mommy of a beautiful little girl. She looks up to you every single day to determine who is a woman, what's a woman, how does she act, what does she tolerate, what is okay, what is not okay. If I stayed in that situation and accepted that life for whatever reason, then that would now define for her what is normal. That would define for her how a man should treat her. Oh, okay, so this is a life that mommy has chosen. This means I can choose that life and accept.
Yeah.
And as a child of two incredibly beautiful humans who are happily married 38 years later.
Your parents are so bomb, by the way. I remember them from being kids at dancing, and I just love them. They're so bomb.
So, you know, I thought to myself, how could I do that? How could I now create a cycle that I didn't see for myself? That wouldn't be fair to the child that I've birthed into this world, who is full of so much greatness and has such a big light to shine into the world. And I knew, you know, it's funny. Our body gives us little whispers at first, even from a health perspective.
Yes.
And then it gives us little shouts.
That's right. And then not
then
so
it
little
starts
shouts.
to scream like, sis, you are not okay. Run for your life. Go and make a new life for yourself, you know? And so, again, another rock bottom, another difficult couple of years.
And having to do it under the
scrutiny
of the public.
Oh, Yendi,
you know,
I can't even. I can't.
Oh, okay.
I don't even have to. I don't even have to.
Because you know we've had many a phone
on
call.
that. We've bonded on those because it's tough, eh?
It's really hard.
Tough, and people are
they forget that you're human with a real life private experience.
And human means what? it means that you're not perfect. It means that you make mistakes. But again, as long as you stay attuned. And for me, it really is stillness, Yendi.
Me. No, talk truth.
It's stillness.
It's stillness.
Because what I was doing was filling up my life with busyness. It was, I'm so busy, I'm so stressed. I have this one thing, this booking, this shoot, this project, this thing, one after the other, because I'm so afraid of getting quiet, because it's in those quiet moments that the truth really comes.
You have to face yourself.
You have to face yourself, and it's not always nice to face yourself when it's ugly. We don't always want to look in the mirror with a face full of acne, i.e. not just meaning what it represented. Because to me, that's what it represented. You know, another rock bottom moment in my life where my body was yelling at me from the mountaintops saying, Cam, get out, get out, get out. There's a better life for you.
I'm unhappy inside.
I'm unhappy.
Yeah.
I'm hurting. I'm traumatized. So, again, first of all, you know, where would I be without Kehlani? I don't know. I look back and I make peace with my past because I feel like it had to happen exactly how it happened, even though sometimes I look back and I'll be like, how did that happen?
Listen now.
How?
I hear that.
But again, you look back and you realize that everything is ordained.
Yes.
Every single thing happens in the way that it needs to happen. It happens all at the right time, the aha moments, the breakthroughs, the lessons, because those are the things that you carry on. And you know, I wouldn't ask for it any other way, Yendi. I look at Kehlani and I know that she looks up to me as her mommy and says, boy, that's my mommy. You know, she's strong, she's resilient, you know, she don't take no ish, right? She stands up for herself, that part. So we all have to make peace with our past. You know, every single relationship in life, you know, whether it's a positive one or a negative one, it's a lesson. You know, whether it's a friendship, it's a relationship with your parents, it's a relationship with your partner, it's all a lesson. And oftentimes, it is here to teach you something that has to be healed. And that period of my life was a lesson. Many lessons of many things that I had to heal, many wounds that to this day I'm so very grateful for. And you know, I'm at a full place of forgiveness, of healing, of, you know, also knowing that, boy, everybody is human. We all have to know that everybody is doing the best. It took me a while to really release a lot of the resentment that I had from that marriage and from what I went through and, you know, just that entire journey. But I do look back and just kind of accept that literally everybody was doing their best and continues to do their best. And it's whether or not you are willing to swallow a certain amount of awareness that it takes to look yourself in the mirror. You know, it takes awareness and it takes acceptance.
Yes.
You know, and acceptance is not always hard because that accepting thing, sometimes you have to accept some really ugly things about yourself. You know, and it was Kehlani for me, and being Kehlani's mother that gave me the strength to really fully dig deep and accept that, boy, what's happening right now can't continue. And I have a massive amount of healing to do. And this is not just for me, but also for her.
The madman traumatized Camila so much. It was clear that he had a serious problem. Him traumatized the woman and they have a child together. And the child was also traumatized by him. So much so that the child gone to school and act out. And at Deso Camila decided to run. She either run and left him. She had to be rescued from him. Me no want him come out of prison. As a matter of fact, when he come out of prison, straight back in. He might come out and do some foolishness again. He's gonna go straight back in. I mean, I know what them give him 9 more years for. Instead of them give him 900 years. I hope he doesn't come back to Jamaica. He's a danger to the society. That guy Jah Cure. Danger to the society and a danger to himself. You know how many artists aspire for boss? The man boss and became one of the biggest reggae stars in the world. In fact, he was probably the most sought after reggae star for performances. Jah Cure had money, and had the potential to make a lot of money, And the man cannot. It must a mental problem him have. It must a mental problem. The man cannot contain himself and enjoy his life. He could have had such a fabulous life, and he was living like such a miserable man. You know, you're every time you hear him a cuss a quarrel, something not right with him. He not fi dey on road. Him not fi come back a road. But I'm happy for his ex-wife, Camila McDonald. I can't believe that she set up herself so good after going through that traumatic experience with that little prison bud.
It's ital, it's vegan, it's natural food, liberty.
In short, it's Camila's kitchen. Camila McDonald's background is in nutrition and wellness.
And I have always been fascinated with, really helping to guide people how to choose healthier choices.
Which, as she points out, are usually what people run away from.
Because they're not the tastiest choices. So I really got into food. My love started from showing people how to marry healthy and tasty together. And that's where Camila's Kitchen was born.
Camila's Kitchen, a cookbook before becoming an eatery. Her menu drawn from its pages, as well as family recipes.
Our most popular burger is the Black and Bossy burger. It's a combination of quinoa, black beans, and black rice, and we season it up with the most delicious Jamaican seasonings, so scallion, thyme, onion, garlic, scotchy. Can't leave out the scotchy, so it has a kick. We also make our own sauces that are all plant-based and refined sugar-free, which is important as well. So our barbecue sauces, we have our own mayo. It's really been delightful kind of venturing into this. I would say our top sellers are definitely our loaded nachos. That's made with seasoned up walnuts. And we make our own cheese. We make our own mayo, as we were saying. It's filled with jalapenos and salsa, or house-made salsa. That's a top seller for us. The burger is also a top seller. We either have it with air-fried fries or breadfruit chips. Our jerk shroom wrap is also really good. So it's jerk mushrooms. And we put little slices of plantain and pineapple in there. So it kind of has that sweet and spicy vibe going on. Our cheesecake is popular. Our Buddha bowls are popular. We have salads of all kinds. I really love nutritious, nutrient-dense salads. We have yatties that are gluten-free. I'm particularly proud of these ones. It took me about 6 months for me and my team to put together this formula, because working without gluten is very, very difficult. I think we have a little bit of everything that everybody would love.
Is it a myth that vegan ital food simply doesn't taste as good as, meat-based dishes?
Absolutely a myth. In fact, I dare any meat lover to come up to Camila's Kitchen and try a dish up here and tell me what you think. I dare you.
More people are going to be eating like this going forward.
Yeah.
In terms of what's happening to the planet, in terms of, I don't know, maybe just a little bit more of a focus on taking care of yourself.
I absolutely do. Plant-based food is good for the environment. It's good for your immunity. It's good for your overall health. You don't feel as bogged down after a meal because your digestive system, you're not giving it too much work. So you feel good. It doesn't mean that you have to eliminate meat either, Anthony. It's just about finding the balance. Maybe you might not be become a full-blown vegetarian, but knowing that, predominantly we should be eating plant-based. That's the truth.
Something is wrong with our diet because a lot more people are having colonoscopies now.
Absolutely. In fact, chronic non-communicable disease is a huge issue here in the Caribbean. We are the amputee capital of the world, just by limbs being lost from type 2 diabetes. We have heart disease as a major issue. We have hypertension as a major issue. The good thing is plant-based is a trend right now globally. The scientists have proved it. I know me says so. Plant-based food is where it's at. That's where you get all the nutrients, the phytonutrients, the antioxidants, the vitamins, the minerals for you to come alive and thrive, really.
But there is this perception that ITIL vegan-based food is more expensive.
Being sick is also very expensive. And so if you think of healthier food as an investment, this is your one precious vehicle that you have to carry around this earth and for you to, really live out your fullest potential. This is it. In the food that you're eating, it's the very thing that makes us go.
Need to lose weight or change the course of your diet? Camila McDonald offers meal plans delivering breakfast, lunch and dinner, desserts and snacks too. By the way, you had issues with weight at some point.
Yes, I did. So when I left home, this was back in 2002, I went to live in Norway for 2 years. It was a lot colder than what we're accustomed to, and I think the stresses of school and just not really understanding how the tools in managing stress and eating, making good eating health choices. So I was almost 200 pounds at my heaviest, and I've spent my life through my own lifestyle change encouraging people to find the inner strength within to make their own choices.
Oh Lord, it's so sad. Such a sad thing. I'm not sure if Camila McDonald has found anybody yet. I think I did hear that she found someone. I'm not sure. I'm not looking her. She's not really my cup of tea. I don't. Me like salt of the earth woman. I don't go for the uppity, stushy type. And Jah Cure do some wicked tune, boy. Some bad songs. The man have the man have an album there. I don't remember the album name. The man have an album there, body. The man tough. But I hope Camila McDonald, I hope you find a nice gentleman to take care of you and help you with your business. 119